So why are you guys protesting Scientology?
Well, Scientology commits abuse, fraud, human rights abuses, human trafficking. They impose coerced abortions on their female C organization members. And we don't oppose their beliefs, we oppose their behavior.
They're very well known to attack critics.
Yeah.
How do they attack their critics?
Various means. They sue them, go around their neighborhoods, putting around saying.
So they make them uncomfortable financially and in their neighborhood.
They'll try to get you evicted, they'll try to get you fired from your job, they'll try to turn your neighbors against you.
Is that why you're covering your faces?
Yeah.
To protect your identity?
Pretty much, but they've found most of us anyways.
So what is your personal motivation? Did you have experience with Scientology yourself, or are you just aware?
Originally, I found out the protests were going on a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I figured, hey, I like going to take pictures and stuff. This sounds like fun. And then eventually...
Like, so you're a photographer?
Yes. And
so
like
but that...
a month later, some guy comes to my place saying, like, we saw you at the protest. We believe you're this terrorist group, Anonymous. If you don't stop going to protest, we might sue you.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Intimidation.
Yeah, it's like, all right, it's on. And as I'm reading more stories of other people and like their experiences and stuff, it's like the fact that people willingly do this is disgusting.
So how creepy is it to you then that Bart Simpson, the voice of Bart Simpson, Nancy Cartwright, is a Scientologist?
It's not as creepy as her using the Bart Simpson voice to promote Scientology events, which she's done twice now.
What are the? I should tell you. I should, so in the interest of like full disclosure, I used to edit this newspaper in the North Valley where she lives, and my boss had me invite her to write a column.
Oh.
So I dealt with her and her writer, and I was always having to remind them, Scientology in this column.
Yeah.
And they had like an organization called Happy House. Is that a Scientology organization? She always said it wasn't.
You know, they say that all the front groups are not Scientology related. Narconon, the drug rehab, fraud, CCHR, the Citizens Commission on Human Rights.
That one is terrifying.
Applied Scholastics. These front groups will always deny association with Scientology, but if you look at their corporate chart, Narconon, Applied Scholastics are under the umbrella of, what is it, ABLE?
Yeah.
The Association for Better Living and Education. The ABLE umbrella covers all these front groups, and they report right to the top of Scientology, to RTC, which is the Religious Technology Center.
So, okay, I won't keep you any longer. I'll just add 2 more questions. I noticed you had tax Scientology. What's the significance of that particular issue?
Everything involved in Scientology is tax exempt.
Because they say they're a
all
church?
business, like, related things are tax exempt.
Scientologists.
Suppressive dogs.
Yeah. Like, everything related to Scientology is tax exempt, even their businesses
Yeah,
are.
the courses they sell.
And what, you don't think that's
no other religion gets that treatment.
You mean if a faith owns businesses outside of the congregational activities, they're usually taxed?
You know more about that.
The thing is, a Scientologist can take off the cost of his courses on his taxes. And no other church is allowed to do that. If you send your kid to a Catholic school, you still have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Scientology is the Internal Revenue Service's chosen people. Because back in the 70s, they decided they wanted tax exemption.
Yeah.
Scientologists started launching individual lawsuits against the IRS in hundreds. And they also started like harassing and...
so they intimidated the IRS.
Right. And the IRS...
The master intimidator
Yep.
was intimidated by Scientology.
That is correct.
That's chilling. Is there anything either one of you would like to add?
I remember an old Batman episode of the Joker being scared of the IRS.
Yeah.
And like the Batman cartoon from the 90s.
Nerd.
Now the Joker would be afraid.
Yeah, he's like, I wouldn't mind going against Batman, but the IRS, no.
Why
Yeah.
so?
That's awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. I think I understand why some of your colleagues were a little worried. Like I could have been one.
Oh no,
We don't
there's
care.
another building that
Oh.
we're heading towards right now.
How do they own so much property? I've always been.
Through
Made
their
a lot of
members, they
money in
pay
the
a lot of
70s.
money. And like from what I understand, for complete salvation, you've already paid at least $360,000.
No.
At least.
OT3. They have OT levels. It goes from 1 to 8 at the
Yeah,
moment.
it sounds like you have like inside
Oh, we
knowledge.
have so much information.
Yeah.
And,
What's
like, I
that
know-
weird walk about? What is that walk that they do? Do you know anything about that?
What?
Like that walk. Have you ever noticed the plebes or whatever, the young
Oh,
recruits?
they're marching.
Oh.
They're marching.
That weird little like.
Because they're in the Sea Org, which was Hubbard's pretend Navy.
Yeah.
They dress in Navy costumes. They call each other sir. It's a
Yeah, you can
paramilitary.
Whether or not it's a girl or a
You
guy.
can find a
Sir.
lot of stuff like this online. You can find all
Yeah.
their outfits. It's amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
All right. There it is. Thank you. My blog is currently at.
Do you have a card?
You know, I work at the San Fernando Valley Business Journal. That's not who I'm reporting for right now. But if you go to, I don't have my cards on me. Go to SFV, like San Fernando Valley, BJ.com, Business Journal.
Okay.
You can see my contact information on there. Or my blog is republicofla.blogspot.com.
Oh, okay.
It'll soon be just republicofla.com.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
And again, just another one of my exciting days on Hollywood Boulevard.